Hi, class. So I'm going to point you to a really useful resource for the class. It's going to be essential in terms of the usage of this thing for the entire semester. So let's go ahead and get down to this. Let me go ahead and share my screen. So here's what we do. The stuff that you're going to need to look for is this stuff called ClassAction. Now, I already downloaded it over here, but I'm going to show you how to get there. All right. So you want to open up a search engine like Google, type in NAAP Labs, right? So NAAP Labs, and then it'll take you to these different things here. The very first one that pops up, the Native Apps UNL Astronomy, is the one we want. Click on that. It'll take you to this website. This is for the astronomy education at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. And so this is, these are basically some apps, applets, tutorials, these sorts of things for astronomy that'll be quite useful in learning the material by means of interactive simulations. The one that you want to download for yourself is the one called ClassAction. I will be referring to this over and over and over again to ask you to look up something in ClassAction so that you can play around with it and learn what the material is all about from the interactions. And they're listed right here. So if you have Windows at home or Mac OS or the Windows executables for an older computer, there's 3 different options you can have here. All right. And so for me, because I'm running a laptop with Windows, I would basically select ClassAction. I leave that up to you to decide what you want to do. The other ones are not essential. These are supplemental. In other words, it's a nice to have, for the class. So if you want to, you can download these things if you like and play with them to your heart's content in between the material for the class. And so it will help enrich your understanding of what we talk about during the class time and your readings and such as well. But you want to download this one. It'll unzip and you'll have to go through a few steps here, but ultimately you'll get an icon that shows up on your screen that looks like this ClassAction icon. So what this does, let me go ahead and close this. What this does is it opens up a little window here. And you can use this as a means to study also, but our purpose is to show you the animations here. So when I ask you to go to ClassAction animations, you want to go and open the thing up and then go down here to the bottom left where it says animations, click on that, and then go over here where it says showing. You click on all animations, and this will give you a huge list of the various simulations, animated simulations that are available in this this ClassAction set. Now within this, there are titles, subtitles here, not subtitles, but secondary headers here, like introductory concepts, basic motions and ancient astronomy, coordinates and motions, and so on, right? Lunar cycles. You use these arrows here to click to see the other ones as well. Okay, it cycles through over again if you just continue to go like this. All right, so for this first particular one, you're going to be looking up this thing called Sidereal and Solar Time Simulator, which is right here. All right, and as you scroll over these things, you notice that there's a little image that shows you what it's supposed to look like. And so hopefully you'll be able to coordinate that and figure out which one you need. But the one for today is this one here, Sidereal and Solar Time Simulator. You click on this once and another window opens up. You can make this bigger by clicking on this thing here. And you can see that this is a nice simulator for the Earth orbiting around the sun and the Earth rotating on its own axis. So this one simulates this thing called solar and sidereal time. Solar time, if you remember, is a measurement by using the reference of the sun and its position in the sky. And so we see a little stick figure here on the Earth. And if you click on this thing down here where it says +1, this will make the Earth rotate once on its axis to come back to the same spot so that you can see the sun in the same spot. And so we're using solar time, so we're using the sun as a reference. So every time you click on this thing here, it causes the Earth to rotate once with respect to the sun. And so if you're here on the Earth looking at the sun, you'll notice the sun move across the sky, sunset, And then the next morning sunrise, it goes back up, and then noontime, it goes back to the exact same spot again. And the time elapsed will be 24 hours, okay? You can advance this 10 days at a time just to see how dizzy this person gets. But you notice after even 10 days, the person's stick figure's head is still pointing towards the sun. All right, now you reset this thing, and you do the same thing now, but instead of clicking on the solar time advanced by solar day, you want to use the sidereal time advanced by sidereal day. The word sidereal basically means it's referencing not our sun as a reference marker, but a distant star, something like Betelgeuse or Sirius or something outside of our solar system, as a means to reference the position of, where we start. And so with a sidereal day, you're using, let's say, for example, Betelgeuse as a star, and then you're waiting for it to set in the west and then come up the next evening in the east and go back exactly to the same spot again as it did the day before or the night before. And the time elapsed is going to be different compared to the solar time, because they're just going to be different. All right. The thing is, what you want to notice is for the solar time, we are referencing to the sun. All right. And we are going around the sun, but we're not going around Betelgeuse. So that's the big difference there. Okay. But what I want you to do is click on these over here to sort of like help yourself understand the nature of what a sidereal day is. We're referencing the day with some distant star outside of our solar system, and that's what we're trying to do, indicate here. All right. So and then you can reset this, of course, as you need to, and then start over again. You can compare the two as much as you want. And so it's up to you how you want to do this, of course. But this is for you to play around with and familiarize yourself with in terms of the difference between solar and sidereal day. And then converse with your classmates over this to see what they saw as a big difference between the two, and see if you come to some sort of conclusion together. Anyways, this is how you access the sidereal and solar time in simulator. It's in ClassAction, and I just told you how you need to download this thing for your computer. All right, so hopefully you'll be able to do that. Good luck with that. Let me get back over here now. I have to continue on with my other recordings and such. So, but good luck with this, and continue on with your studies. Carry on with the list of things that you need to do. All right, bye.